So then the question becomes, if that's the landscape that we're facing today, what to do? And how do you make the case for district energy as an important part of the solution set going forward? And how do you take advantage of those macro trends, which are all operating in your favor, while also facing near-term challenges, particularly in the United States? In this context, my suggestion would be to view your assets like a Swiss Army knife. District energy and combined heat and power really operate like a Swiss Army knife in the sense that you can solve multiple problems. You can be a part of multiple solutions. This is a unique asset that you have that is not true of other industries. I know that you all know this. This is the life that you live. But from my perspective, as a policymaker who had to deal at the very highest level and often didn't have the ability to dive down super deep into the bowels of particular industry operations, I think it's worth me repeating how unique the assets, the tools, the tools within your Swiss Army knife are. Just think about the following. If you are simply focused on the bottom line, you don't care about anything else, all you care about is economic return. Well, in that context, district energy, CHP solutions pencil out. If you can increase the efficiency of operation from 50% in a conventional power plant up to 75, 85%, you're going to save money. This was the reason why we, at the government level, were actually able to use CHP as a model for energy savings performance contracting, something that we moved forward during my time in government, where basically you use the capitalized savings over time to eliminate any upfront capital expenditure, making it much easier for a federal agency or a municipal agency that is constrained in their capital budget to actually move forward with a solution. If you can't pencil out the economics and show a really well-developed payback over a 4 or 5 year period, there's no way that you can use that type of financing mechanism. The district energy CHP solutions have that potential. That's an important tool. If you're just focused on reliability, as the panel was discussing earlier, district energy is off the charts. I remember a conversation that we had inside the administration in the wake of Sandy about the reliability of these types of systems. And people citing the statistic of saying that these systems are 99.99% reliable. And my immediate reaction, I thought to myself, what is the 1/100%? Who is that poor operator that ends up being in that situation? I've since been educated that actually the reliability in a number of scenarios is actually 99.9999%, and so therefore it's even smaller. But that's an asset that you have that again becomes important. If you care about security, with that type of reliability, you're able to provide a unique security suite for critical infrastructure. As a nation, we have dramatically focused on this, and we have underinvested, and the panelist was right that memories are too short. Even when terrible things happen in this country, people often move on. So it is worth repeating that what we saw in the context of Superstorm Sandy was that critical infrastructure was protected in a way that no other energy solution can provide. The Christian Healthcare Facility in Wyckoff, New Jersey, they're 300 beds, skilled nursing facility, assisted living. These people are vulnerable, and these people need our help. For 97 hours during Sandy, they had continuous power, and not a single resident needed to be moved. That's important for those individuals, but it's also important for cost. The budgets of municipal governments when you need to plan for emergencies, and at the federal level as well. We spent more than $60 billion in the federal response to Hurricane Sandy. If we plan more effectively in the future, that cost can be saved. During my time at DOE, we initiated a study that said 850 military sites demonstrating 3 gigawatts of CHP capacity are available for investment and upgrades. Critical infrastructure and a security rationale is another important tool. If you care about geographic diversity, if you want to get outside of Washington and have a solution that operates in red states and blue states and sunny states and windy states and dry states and wet states, if you look at the map of district energy and CHP solutions across the country, it looks different than almost any other energy solution. It is everywhere. I was staring last night at the map and thinking to myself, I'm glad district energy is not a pandemic, because if it was, this map would be really, really disturbing. You have that as an asset, and that's an operational asset, but it's a political asset as well. If you care about flexibility, if you're looking to push the energy freedom that tech-enabled distributed generation is going to employ, distributed energy is a platform solution. We think about this in the technology context, but it's a platform solution. You can share energy across buildings and segments. That allows you to bring different solutions to bear. It allows you to be a bridge or to be a platform to move more quickly toward the type of energy generation and energy usage that an individual community needs. You can tailor to individual circumstances. The fuel source can be natural gas. You have the ability to bridge to renewable sources as well. This, again, is unique. And if you care about moving toward a lower carbon future, you don't need to make the case for your industry, but if you care about moving to a lower carbon future, which is important because if you believe the optimism in my macro trends, that is where the world is heading. Here, you have a case, you have a compelling case that district energy and CHP can be the platform to be part of the solution.